or perhaps, you know, get a personal live reading with me. Okay, at a different time, obviously not while we're recording this live. All right, enough chit chat. Let's get down to it. Obviously, those that are watching this on YouTube, you have the opportunity, you have the ability rather to pause the video, to take your time to choose the right card or the right pile for you. So if you're watching this live, in some ways you're at a disadvantage, I guess, in that regard. All right. Let's start with those that chose pile number 1. Let's see what we have here. Where are they now? Number 7, stand your ground. Okay. So pile 1, I do feel like your person is finally making a breakthrough in their life on some level. I think they've broken a karmic cycle. I do feel like they're realizing what patterns of behavior were holding them back. Maybe they've also realized what people in their life were also holding them back, and they're freeing themselves. Okay. All right, so let's pull. Before we pull more cards, actually, I'm gonna draw a stone out of this bag, and this kind of will represent what chakra they're most attuned to at this time. Okay, so let's see. Pile 1's person. Okay. We have fire. This person could be a fire sign. Doesn't necessarily have to be, or they could just be in this fire energy. Again, I do feel like this is about breakthrough. Also, they could be Mars ruled. You know, perhaps they have Aries specifically in their chart, or perhaps Scorpio. And I feel drawn to pull one more element. All right. And we have air. Okay, this person could also have air in their chart. Again, but doesn't necessarily have to be. All right. Let's pull some tarot. Yeah, I do feel like your person is in a very masculine energy with these elements. Okay. For some of you, perhaps you're inquiring about a masculine. But again, it doesn't necessarily have to be. This person could just be empowering themselves, and that's why they're kind of showing up, resonating more of these masculine energies here. Okay, also root chakra and let's see, I feel like throat chakra as well is important. And the third eye. And solar plexus. Okay, to me those are the chakras that are standing out to me. Where are they now, Spirit? Where are they now? I feel like for a lot of you, you haven't heard from this person in quite some time. For most of you, perhaps it's been years and you're just like, I don't even know whatever happened to this person, you know. Perhaps this is someone you dated years ago if this is a romantic situation, or maybe this is somebody that, you know, I don't know, like for whatever reason the connection was cut, or communication was cut, and I don't currently feel as if there's any bad blood between the both of you. Again, maybe so much time has passed that you've resolved a lot of those bitter feelings, if it did have a bad ending, okay? For some of you here, like if it's a friend or somebody that you just really cared about, or a family member, this person is finding the confidence within themselves to kind of go their own way. All right, I'm done shuffling here. Let's see. Where are they now? We have the 9 of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles. The 4 of Cups. And the Page of Wands. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the Ace of Pentacles. So, they may be working on some kind of creative project here. I do feel like this person is a creative or creator of some kind. Perhaps they're literally an artist, okay, for some, whether it's a musical artist, or, you know, somebody that is more arts and craftsy, I guess. But I do feel like this person has a knack at creating things or building things, okay? And I do feel like this person is making an income based off of what they're creating. That's what I'm seeing here. And they're doing it very well for themselves. And there's almost some unexpected energy. So I feel like this person did not expect that they could do this, really. You know, perhaps this person was stuck at a 9-to-5 kind of job, and maybe they worked, you know, a corporate job for years, or just long enough that they felt trapped and bored and discontent, and they really just needed a change. And so something has pushed this person to step outside of their comfort zone and to just give this a try, to give this creative idea a try. And I do feel like this person has made it into a business here. Okay. Let's see. I do feel like this person is also making peace with themselves. I do feel like this person also makes time for their spirituality. And maybe that's surprising to hear for some of you, that this person would be a spiritual person. But I don't know, it's like this person has undergone some kind of paradigm shift. really. To where maybe in the past they didn't really believe, for instance, in the law of manifestation or the laws of attraction. You know, I feel like this person was a non-believer in the past. And I don't know, I just feel like this person gave it a try one day, or just opened themselves to the idea. And just kind of realized that, wow, you know, this actually works. And so, again, I do feel like this person is also practicing, how do I put this? Saying things that they're thankful for, you know, like a gratitude journal. This person may have one of those, or just have them in thought form when they're in meditation or something like this, or when they have some time to themselves. For some of you, I do feel like this person may actually meditate. I also feel like this person is physically active as well. This person may like hiking or camping or outdoor activities. You know, I do feel like this person likes to be around nature and to explore new things, especially when it comes to being out in nature. So this person may be more outdoorsy, you know, when they have downtime at least. Okay, let's pull a card for what they are struggling with where they are. Okay, we have awkward dancer. Okay. So I do feel like this person, despite the fact that they've had a taste of success, due to their talents, due to their creative talents especially, and their ideas, this person is kind of suffers from imposter syndrome. You know, I do feel like this person in some ways doesn't really believe that they, again, would really make it this far. And they're like, dang, did I really do that? Am I really this person now? Is this really my life? For instance, if this person networks, right, in business, you kind of do have to network to kind of stay afloat or to grow your business even. I just feel like this person, as they kind of present themselves to other people or pitch an idea to other people or kind of pitch their product, you know, this person's like looking around, it's like, me? Am I the person that's selling what I have to offer? You know, this person, again, is kind of like in disbelief. And that's something that they're struggling with, I think, on their journey. So this makes me feel as if this is a new venture for a lot of them. All right. Let's pull a card to kind of wrap up this reading for Pal 1. So we have this image. It's like a big boulder. It says ritual of earth, a circle for spirits and ancestors on earth. Your life is the blessing of the old god's birth, carried in druidic agate for transformation and purification. Also, this person may have strong earth elements as well. Maybe that's one of the reasons why, you know, it was so difficult for them to change the direction of their life and to take a chance on their ideas, on their creative ideas, because there was stability maybe in the past. Even though they may not have been paid the best, it was something secure, it was something familiar. And so I do feel like this person may struggle with uncertainty. I guess who doesn't, but especially earth signs, right? But again, they're stepping into this new energy, this fire and air, and really kind of, I want to say blazing, blazing their way forward here. Yeah. Okay. That's what I have for those that chose the first card. Thank you. And I hope you choose to subscribe or follow. And please hit the like button on your way out if you choose to go and or not stay, you know. All right, I'm going to put this back in the little baggie we had as we move on to pile number 2. All right. Hello to those that chose card or pile number 2. Where are they? The person on your mind. Let's see. We have temptation in the reverse, and all of a sudden I'm feeling really parched. Okay, this person, I don't know, maybe they're maybe they're really thirsty. That's just coming to mind, okay? So this person may be easily tempted, okay? Maybe by, you know, people they're attracted to, I don't know, you know, or maybe, you know, to perhaps old habits or addictions. But let me quench my thirst here real quick. Okay. I do feel like for pile 2, your person is trying to better themselves. You know, in pile number 1, we talked about breakthroughs and breaking old karmic cycles. But for pile 2, I feel like, you know, the person in your mind, they're more in the beginning stages, actually. And it's almost as if like they're really trying to get over this hurdle in their life. And it's been really difficult. Perhaps they've tried to, for instance, get off the bottle, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times in the past, and just wasn't able to kick the habit, you know. But something in this person is pushing this person to give this a genuine go at this, you know, to really try. This person is really, in a way, trying to fight to save their life. Really. So this person is struggling with their inner demons, okay? But let's pull some stones out of this bag and see kind of like what elements they're resonating in at this time for pile 2. Okay, we have water. That's funny. I was just thirsty, right? I took a drink of water. We have water. All right, I'm going to pull a second one since I pulled 2 for the first pile. Okay, and we have air. Perhaps they have water or air in their chart, but doesn't necessarily have to be. Or they could, again, just be trying to be in this element or these elements now to kind of work through their issues. This person may naturally be a fiery kind of person. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but I almost get the feeling of dousing their fire. It's almost as if like they need to slow down, you know, to put on the brakes, not to press the gas. The air to me in this reading represents kind of like the gas. You know, I do feel like this person is conflicted between just go, 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 you know, I don't want to think about the consequences of my actions. I just want to like just do it. I don't know, like this person has an issue with impulse control. Okay, or maybe you know that. But again, this person with the water energy here is trying to temper that energy. Because this person knows that they can't, you know, keep going on this way. They can't keep living this way. All right, let's pull some tarot. Where are they now, Spirit? Person on pile 2's mind. Where are they now? Person on pile 2's mind. Okay. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, right? There's that fire energy. In the reverse, them trying to move away from that energy, right? We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Page of Wands, and there's a lot of people here. Okay. This person may have been caught up in a triangle situation, a third party situation. Maybe even more than that. You know, there's maybe more than 3 people involved here, I want to say. Okay, one more here. Okay, we have the Empress. Okay, I'm not pulling the bottom card. But the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So a lot of you that chose pile 2, there are karmic situations going on here. And so we have 2 extremes. I feel like on one end, we have just strictly karmic relationships going on here. And on the other end of the spectrum, we actually have these soul connections that have a lot of karma that needs to be worked through in this lifetime kind of connections. Let's see. Where are they now? I do feel like, I want to say for a lot of you, your person, but again, just take what resonates here. I feel like your person is trying to walk away from a karmic relationship with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay. For some of you, this person has been in this connection for some time. Okay. Maybe a few years. I just feel like this is that toxic ex that just keeps popping up, you know, and it just never works. But for whatever reason, it's like they try to make this work every time. It doesn't, falls apart because they just know that they're bad for each other. But there's a lot of sexual attraction between the both of them. You know, I'm hearing it's so bad, but it's so good. And so I do feel like this person is very masculine, and maybe this person has a lot of testosterone, I don't know. And so it's almost as if like they're fighting their body to push this sexual connection away. It's really hard for this person. I do feel like for a long time they've operated from base chakras or lower level chakras. Okay. Again, this person, they've suffered from a lack of impulse control. Anyways, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I do feel like this is someone else that's also interested in them. I mean, we have several people here that are interested in them, right? I mean, we really have 4 people here, at least, that's interested in this person. And they all want this person, including you. I do feel like this person is confused. And I almost feel like this man or this masculine is just really in love with women, really. Or just the feminine energy. You know, it's almost as if like this man or this masculine can find things to love about each woman, you know? Each woman or each feminine has something to offer, generally speaking. So, yeah, this person, you know, may be fighting some player tendencies. But we have the Empress here, and I feel like for a lot of you, this represents you, or the feminine, the true partner, okay? You've been very understanding. It's almost as if like you just know this person inside and out, and you know their struggles. And you know it has not been easy. And again, you've just been very patient. You know? At the end of the day, I do feel like this person wonders why it's always you at the end of the day. Like, why are you coming to mind? why are you here? I do feel like this person doesn't understand why you're into them. I think they placed you on a pedestal. Okay. But I do feel like for those that are on a more spiritual journey here, your grounded energy with this Empress is actually really helping your person energetically come out of these toxic habits. It's almost as if like you are the inspiration. You are acting as a guiding light for this person, energetically speaking. Maybe not knowingly. You know, I don't feel like this person necessarily is consciously aware. But the feminine is. Again, if you're on that journey, if you're not, just completely disregard and take what resonates, right? You, with the Empress, right, have a very nurturing and healing energy about you. And this person, you know, kind of wants to step into this garden, you know, that you've nurtured, that you've created. And they'd feel as if they can be healed by you. That you are a safe space for them. For others that are not on that journey and have no idea what I'm talking about, that's okay. In which case, I feel like this just may be somebody that, you know, you're trying to help. You know, maybe you just deeply care for this person. You know, maybe you're kind of like a mother figure to this person in some way. For some of you, like I picked this pile, perhaps you really are a parent or guardian of this person, or a big sister or someone like this that is really praying for this person to get better and to break away from these old habits that are getting them nowhere, these messy situationships. Okay. I was gonna pull another oracle for what are they struggling with, but I feel like that's really been what this whole reading for pile 2 has been about. But let's, I guess, pull one anyways, just because we did for the last pile. What are they struggling with? All right. We have chronic multitasker. Yeah, look at that. Fighting their inner demons, right? Look at that. For some of them, it's literally like addictions to alcohol, addictions to, you know, other drugs, right? Or again, just habits that are bad, right? Usually it just doesn't come with one habit. It's like there's one habit and that is a gateway that opens the door to other bad habits, you know, and you just kind of roll downhill from there. And I feel like this person may have done that. And now they're fighting multiple battles here, you know. Right now on this person's journey, they feel like they don't know how they're going to tackle their problems. Honestly, a lot of them feel like they're a hopeless case. in a lot of ways. This person may be a high functioning addict. This person may also have like a smart ass attitude to where, you know, they're master deflectors maybe for some of them, or somehow they can spin it to where it's your fault. You're the problem. Yeah, so a lot of things that they know they gotta work through. Anyways, so where is this going, Spirit? For pile 2, ultimately. This person may also struggle with keeping a job. Perhaps they also show up to work hungover or already drunk, okay? Anyways, where is this going? Okay. We have spells in the wind. Shout loud to the heavens, sing songs to the air. The strength of your conviction will carry you there. Meditate with an apophyllite crystal to expand and empower your spiritual aura. A new path awaits. Yeah, I do feel like this person's soul is being convicted right now. Like a higher power is really convicting them. You know, and they're like, look, you have a choice. You have a choice. I do feel like for a lot of them, it's kind of like now or never. Or maybe, you know, they're kind of, they've been down this road a little too long. And so there's a sense of urgency that I feel like this person's guides are really trying to get them to notice. That like, hey, we can't keep going down this way. This is the path to death and destruction. At a certain point, you know, this person may not be able to consciously have enough control over their impulses to turn in a different direction or to pivot. I do want to clarify this Empress energy though. I do feel like I want to clarify more of this Empress energy. This person is afraid to let this Empress down, whether it be a family member or a lover. Okay. Clarify this Empress energy, Spirit. We have the 7 of Swords in the reverse. So this person is having a hard time fully trusting this Empress for some reason, and I feel like it's projected fear because change is hard and change is terrifying, and it's almost as if like all these inner demons within this person is trying to fight this person off. It's almost as if like they have voices of their own that influences this person's thoughts, you know, and clouds their mind. And they're like, no, we can't do that. We can't trust her. We can't trust her. She's only doing this because she wants something. It's almost as if like there's a projection here of this Empress being devious on some level. or trying to trick this person. And again, I just feel like it's these inner demons that are doing the talking. Something else has control. And for a lot of you, it's this person's addictions, you know, that are doing the talking. And these entities that have really attached to this person. Anyways, I know that was kind of rough. I apologize, but whew, that is what's going on with this person. For those that chose pile 2. Okay. And turn that over. And I'm gonna put this back in the baggie again before we move on to pile 3. Oh, don't like it that way. Hold on. All right. Hello to those that chose pile 3. Where are they? You know? Where is this person on your mind? Authority. Number 4. Wow. Okay. Well, for one, this person is incredibly stubborn. Incredibly stubborn. It's really hard to get through to this person because they've really built an empire of their own. This is the emperor. And so I do feel like this person has a level of success or this person has reached a level of success on some level, you know. And they're very proud of how far they've come and what they've built. And they're not just going to let anyone come in and destroy it, you know. They're not going to let anyone in. They're like, what's your business here? You know, this person doesn't let a lot of people through. All right, anyways, let's pull some rocks. All right, primary energy for pile 3. Okay. Ooh, we have Earth. I'm not surprised. Okay, one more for pile 3. We have Spirit. Beautiful. So, this person could be an earth sign. Doesn't necessarily have to be. Also, this person could have water or air in their chart. It doesn't necessarily have to be either. I feel like just this person is kind of set when it comes to their stability in some ways. It's like this person has achieved something big here. But let's get into some tarot. feel like this person does like to enjoy the finer things in life from time to time, but is very practical as well. So this person won't spend what they don't have. This person, I feel like, is smart with their money. They feel like they really know what they're doing, at least in their realm of expertise. We have the sun. Very powerful energy. This person is a very powerful person. The Hanged Man in the reverse. Let me look a little closer. Okay. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse. We have the Ace of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So, this person did not have it easy. I really feel like this person is seasoned in the game of life. This person has been through a lot of obstacles, you know, in childhood. This person may not have had the best parenting or nurturing, possibly from a mother figure, but not all of you. That's maybe for someone specific. But regardless, I do feel like this person has not had it easy. This person has Three of Swords in reverse, had to let go, right, of heartbreak, of disappointment. And they've had to make very difficult decisions that may also have hurt other people. Maybe they also couldn't hang on to certain people in their life. Maybe it was because, okay, you know what I'm kind of getting here, honestly, is there could have been someone in their life, perhaps a family member, that struggled with bad habits, you know, maybe addictions, and, you know, maybe this person struggled to cut them off. Ace of Swords. You know, if this was a father, this person struggled to cut their father off. But the reality is, you know, this person was a leech. Maybe they've had several people like that, you know. Or someone in this person's life was definitely a leech and wanted to, in some ways, use the resources this person could provide because they couldn't do it on their own. Or they just thought, you know, it would be easier. These people were leeches. And it was very difficult for this person to make this hard decision, again, to cut these people or this person off. But with the sun, I do feel like by this person doing that, they've purified their bloodline. It's like this person broke off some kind of generational karma, really. Or worked through it, you know? Also, I want to say this person could have been deeply hurt by a Queen of Swords in the reverse, right? This person from their past. I do feel like there's been at least one love of his life. I do feel like it's an ex. This person had a hard time letting go of this individual, and perhaps for some of you, they still may keep in touch here and there. You know, I do feel like there was an on and off again situation here. And maybe it was hard to let this person go because, again, this person doesn't have a lot of people to support them along their journey. So it was really hard to let, you know, the only person that they ever loved outside of their family go. And so I do feel like this person in some ways has kind of made the decision to close themselves off to love. And to kind of just focus on things that are working out for them, things that are tangible, things that are in their control, you know, which other people's emotions obviously is not. So anyways, let's pull a card for what is this person struggling with and where they are. Yeah, this person's definitely outgrown a lot of people from their past, family, friends. Maybe this person probably left home, you know. I do feel like this person has grown a lot since they left home, you know. What is this person struggling with? Plant parent. I'm laughing just because of how earthy this person is, how stable and strong this person is. This person also, to me, feels like the epitome of the Strength card. This person, you know, they may have grown. They may also be still physically strong for a lot of them as well. For whatever age group, you know, they fall into. But I feel like this person struggles with being the only one. Being alone, basically. You know, there's no other plants around. And so it's almost as if like this person is sad deep down that there's no one to really share their success with, you know, no one to share their stories with. I do feel like this somebody that wishes that they had brothers or people that are like brothers, are really good friends, you know? And this person I feel like doesn't really even have that right now, at least. You know, maybe they do elsewhere. You know, maybe this person, for instance, has moved around a lot, or, you know, and people kind of fall off the wagon. You know, people have their own lives, and so communication, you know, can get sparse after some time apart. But yeah, I do feel like also this person is kind of nostalgic as well. So it's almost like this person replays fond memories of connections that they've had. Okay, anyways, oh, great. Each of these cards almost fell. Overall message here. The overall message for where they are now. Or, yeah. Okay. We have Welsh Waters. How you love yourself. Excuse me. How you love yourself is the first lesson you teach others on how to love you. The waters reflect your nature in pure truth. Gather and carry pine for protection and peace. And, you know, it's kind of interesting, even though it says Welsh waters, like this symbol kind of looks like the sun to me. Weird also, this person could live at a place where there's a lot of windmills. I don't know, just random, maybe. But I do feel like this person is learning to love themselves, you know, and to be a whole person. And this person understands that it's never going to be perfect, that there's constantly things to be worked on. And, you know, they're always going to have emotions. So at times they are going to feel very lonely, but they're trying to make the most out of it, you know. And again, this person with the spirit energy here, this person is very aware. Yeah, this person has, again, worked through some difficult things in this lifetime. And I do feel like this person is probably going to be this person has stored a lot of good karma, you know, is kind of what I'm saying. This person, very blessed. Anyways, all right. Whew. That was a nice, I guess, reading, especially after pile 2. No offense, pile 2. That was just very difficult for some people to watch, maybe. But yeah, if you found this interesting, or maybe if the readings resonated with you, whether you were the person or, you know, it resonated for you in the way it was intended. I hope you choose to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do have a YouTube channel, Soup for the Soul Tarot. I am trying to, you know, build my channel up, and it's just been a struggle. So I would appreciate all the support from y'all, and maybe follow me here on TikTok. I love coming on here. I love the dynamic here, and, you know, I feel like people really have more of an idea of what they're getting into when I go live here, so I really like that. But yeah, but don't forget to hit the like button, y'all. Sergio, wow, on point. Awesome. I'm glad you resonated with that. Thank you for that confirmation. All right, guys, I'm going to end this live, and I may come on for a different kind of reading, but to be honest, I just kind of wanted to focus on other things. So no promises, really. But I'll definitely at least see you guys tomorrow. All right, bye, guys.